Linguini continues learning under Colette's supervision. She teaches him the basics of cooking, how to keep the kitchen clean, and introduces him to the suppliers who bring them vegetables. She also trains him in how to handle a knife quickly and properly for cutting. Remy is impressed by all the instructions and skills Colette is teaching Linguini. Later, Linguini goes to thank her for everything she taught him. One day, the customers ask the waiter to serve them a new dish, as they've already tried everything on the menu. The waiter heads to the kitchen and informs the chefs that the guests want something different. Skinner decides to have the waiter tell the guests that Linguini will prepare a new dish that isn't on the menu. Skinner then goes to Linguini and asks him to make an old recipe by Gusteau, one that Gusteau himself described as very difficult. Still, Linguini and Colette begin preparing the recipe and are surprised by some of the ingredients. At that moment, Remy decides to change the recipe. He controls Linguini and starts picking new ingredients from the chefs. Everyone in the kitchen is confused by Linguini's strange behavior. Colette gets upset when she sees him altering the recipe and tries to stop him. But Remy is in full control and continues with his own version, preventing Colette from interfering at the last second. The waiter takes the new dish and serves it to the customers, who are amazed by the taste. The chefs are informed that the customers loved it and ordered 7 more plates of the same dish. Remy continues cooking through Linguini, and more orders keep coming in as each customer who tries the new meal wants more. Remy is overjoyed while cooking. At the end of the day, all the chefs celebrate Linguini's success, except for Skinner, who's clearly frustrated. He notices something strange about Linguini's hat and begins to suspect a rat is hiding inside. Linguini leaves the kitchen to give Remy some food so he can eat and rest. But as he returns, Skinner suddenly appears and snatches Linguini's hat, convinced the rat isn't inside. He then tells Linguini to come with him to his office. Meanwhile, Remy is eating happily when he hears a sound coming from the garbage pile. He grabs a knife and goes to check. He's surprised to find that the sound is coming from his brother Emile, who runs up to him and hugs him. Emile says they've been searching for him everywhere. Remy takes him into the pantry to get him some food and tells him to savor the taste. But Emile eats it quickly and insists they return to the clan to see their father. At the same time, Skinner gives Linguini grape juice to distract him and starts asking if he likes pets like rats. He tries to lure him into revealing where he learned to cook. But Linguini is completely out of it, not making any sense, which frustrates Skinner. He angrily orders him to clean the restaurant before leaving. On the other hand, Remy returns to the Rat Clan, who are celebrating his return. He tells his father he can't live with them anymore, but he'll visit from time to time. His father gets upset at this and is about to argue with him. Emile tries to calm them, but accidentally mentions that Remy is now friends with a human. That angers the father, who insists that every rat must protect the clan. But Remy disagrees with his father's way of thinking and says he's going toward a better future. Then he leaves. The next day, Remy returns to the kitchen and finds that Linguini had cleaned the entire place and is asleep from exhaustion. When Remy hears someone coming, he quickly hides in Linguini's hat. Colette enters, surprised to see him asleep. Remy controls Linguini to wake him up. Colette starts talking to him and asks about what happened between him and Chef Skinner the night before. She gets frustrated when he doesn't respond and tells him she thought he was different from the other chefs. She seems to like him, but walks away disappointed, saying she made a mistake teaching him how to be a chef. Linguini follows her, wanting to confess the truth, that he doesn't know how to cook and someone has been helping him, but she doesn't understand a word he's saying. Remy, scared that Linguini will reveal the secret, stops him at the last moment and instead makes him confess his feelings for her. Meanwhile, food critic Anton Ego is informed by his assistant that Gusteau's restaurant is gaining back its reputation. Anton becomes furious and decides to visit the restaurant again to review it and bring its rating down. At the same time, Skinner's lawyer tells him that a DNA test has confirmed that Linguini is Gusteau's son. Skinner becomes enraged and claims Linguini is fooling everyone with the help of a rat. The lawyer doesn't believe him and thinks Skinner is crazy, even suggesting he see a psychiatrist. They discuss that Gusteau's will expires in 3 days, and after that, the restaurant and everything Gusteau owned will belong to Linguini.